the Nazis were the first to land on the moon and build a base 27 years before NASA and the United States. An incredible one for general facts of history, as it has been recorded and disseminated, comes from Vladimir Terziski, who claims to have in his hands evidence of a particular successful Third Reich trip to the moon. The self-proclaimed engineer and physicist, a Bulgarian researcher, claims that Hitler's special missions colonized parts of the lunar surface, as reported by the British Daily Star, UK. In fact, according to his words, the first American astronauts who reached the moon, almost half a century ago, came second. These claims, as expected, are considered absurd and have been debunked by historians and experts. However, there is a paradox somewhere here, and there is more truth to his claims than you might think, since Hitler's scientists actually played a role in putting the first man on the moon in 1969. Dr. Terziski also claimed that when senior Nazi officials left Germany and retreated to South America, led by SS Commander Hans Kammler, they established a secret base in Antarctica. Taking with them advanced rocket and flying saucer technology, Dr. Terziski claims the Nazis set up missions from a base called Neuschwabenland, as reported by Express UK. Nazi testing of new ship fuselages is believed to be responsible for the so-called boom in UFO sightings in the 1950s. Nazi missile technology is known to have advanced significantly during World War II, with the well-known V-1 and V-2 rockets flying over Britain from the air. Now, it's also known that the Reich had researched flying saucer technology, but it is still not believed that the prototype machines ever flew. However, this does not stop Dr. Terziski, who claims that the first Nazi spaceship reached the moon on August 23, 1942, on the lunar plane known as Mare Imbrium. He also adds that the first man on the moon was not Neil Armstrong, but a Nazi official named Werner Teysenberg, Dr. Terziski said. The landing was made without radio contact with the main control center in Wilhelmshaven, or the second control center located near Anzio, Italy. From the first day of their landing on the moon, the Germans started to get bored, so they started making tunnels below the surface. By the end of the war, there was a small Nazi research base on the moon. Dr. Terziski, who describes himself as the head of the American Academy of Dissident Sciences, claims to have all the evidence for all these eccentricities he boasts about the Nazis. At the moment, however, he has not presented any of them. All that happens is that his theories are peddled and linked to claims linking Hitler to many occults. The historical data that is known and made public records that the Nazis did have a mission program, that they did visit Antarctica, but nothing to prove that they reached the moon and that they maintained a secret lunar base there. Colin Summerhays, geologist at the University of Cambridge, has published a 21-page academic paper to debunk the existence of the alleged secret Nazi UFO base at the South Pole. He said the Germans did not build a secret base before, during, or immediately after the Second World War. Rumors about Nazi space programs have some truth to them. While NASA is trying to get to the moon, U.S. soldiers recruited Nazi scientists, one of them being Werner von Braun, Nazi scientists in top secret missions called Operation Paperclip. The team members were rounded up by the U.S. as V-2 missile technology was seized from Mittelwerk factory in Germany. The Soviet Union and U.S. bosses were scrambling to get hold of Nazi secrets, setting in motion the space rally and the Cold War. Nazi rocket chief space pioneer Werner von Braun was a major in the SS of Germany, but his passion brought him closer to his dream of space travel, saying in 1936, "We will fly to the moon." NASA scientists and their technology were collected and essentially formed the backbone of the American space program, which eventually sent the first Apollo mission to land on the moon. Dr. Marcus Schiller, a German engineer, writes, "Without a doubt, Werner von Braun was a major key in spaceflight." It continues, "Some see him as the epitome of opportunism, a person who willingly accepted the deaths of innocent people to achieve his goal, his great goal. Others see a great engineer and manager, a man of action, who since he followed his particular path, never had a real choice in his decision because of the circumstances developing around him." What do you think? What can be the real truth, given that history is written by the winners, and possibly they have hidden and distorted a lot? And I've translated this for you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.